Welcome to Monday morning. So, as you probably noticed, obviously we haven't been able to put out vlogs like we normally do. To be honest, no YouTuber at the moment is. We're all in lockdown for 6 weeks. There's not really, you don't want to see the ins and outs and everything that we do on a daily basis, because most of it is just sitting watching telly, and you are not going to want to spend an hour watching us watch telly. You can do that yourself. So what I'm going to do, what I've done instead, is we've done a load of different clips that we've been doing. I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to make a vlog of odd bits that we've been filming over the days, just for something to say that we are still here. We do still love you all, and we do appreciate that you're hanging on, you know, and you are staying subscribed, and you are still liking in them videos, and we will still do the best that we can to get you content as quick and as much as we can. But at the moment, as you'll probably understand, it's absolutely impossible to try and do anything when we're not allowed out. So keep up watching us, guys. Keep up with the support. We love you all, and we will see you hopefully with proper vlogs very, very soon. Okay guys, good morning, hello, welcome to the vlog. We have Katie and Jay, which, come here, look at your face again. I thought you was cleaning that. Please excuse the face, obviously she was told to give that a click. Go and give me your wipe and get clean that.
I done dry wipes.
Right. So what we're going to do is, we are in the process, we have decided we are going to have a game of, that's it, you got it. We are having a game of Jenga. And we've decided that we're going to do it, and you guys are going to tag along. You're going to watch us. So we're just waiting for Boo to get her face right. Wish.
Remember when you used to...
Did it work?
That stinks.
You only got to do round by your mouth and that. That was the worst bit, where you've been eating sweets.
Remember when she was younger and you used to do that and she used to laugh? She used to, like,
Just throw the oh, what do you call it? I used to throw the baby wipe. When she was laying down, used to throw the baby wipe on her face. Yeah.
Hopefully not suffocate her.
And she used to laugh.
So much.
Okay, right. No, whoa, careful. Sorry, babe. Right, okay, so we're done. So we're going to obviously have a start. Now, what do you reckon? Should we do this in normal video? Or should we do this in timeless? No, we'll just do it like this. Right. Okay, so to start off with,
Rock, paper, scissors.
rock, paper, scissors it is. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No, I got paper.
You got paper. That's good, because I got paper too. So I just messed that up, didn't I?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This confuses me, this game. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You go first.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never been good at that, playing that game. Okay, so let's have a look, shall we? I reckon it's going to be. Let's have a little. Nut. Oh, little
Dad
nut.
always wins at rock, paper, scissors. I have to try not to move his arm.
Now, the final change is an amendment to the regulation.
Goes on top. Nearly forgot. Okay. Don't lean on the table, because otherwise you're going to knock it over, because this table's like really, really unsteady. This ain't the best table for this, because it leans over. So we're going to end up with a leaning tower of Jenga.
However, having left home for an essential purpose, someone could then stay out of their home.
Oh, very good. Okay. Let's go around this side of it. Oh, there's one. Look at that. That's a good one. I'll take that one out
Change
of
will
there.
provide legal clarity to facilitate any necessary enforcement. But I want to
Ooh,
be clear
ah,
that it
ah.
doesn't range of essential
Da-da-da-da.
practices currently enable people to
There we go. Right, so we'll do one. Gone. Sure, go. Just move this down a little bit so we can see the bottom. So they pick. Hey, so everyone can see what we're doing. That's it.
It will not be a defence to say that you initially left to do something that was.
Ooh.
Sitting officer, I know that none of this makes
Ooh.
I chose for the bottom one.
It gives me no
Okay.
pleasure to be talking about further restrictions on businesses and on our individual freedoms to come and go as we please. But please know that we would not be doing
no.
any of this if we did not believe it essential
There we go.
to get and keep this potentially deadly.
I didn't think one was going to actually move
These
then.
numbers are still so high and the new variant is so infectious that we must be as tough and as effective as we possibly can be.
What are you going to do now?
That does mean taking further steps to stop people from meeting and interacting indoors and also outdoors. Today's
No. There's nothing that will move.
means to an end. In concluding, I want to stress again that though these are dark and difficult times, we also have grounds for hope. As I indicated earlier, there are some early signs that beginning to have an effect.
Oh, now it's getting tricky now.
Because I took the
That's
side
it.
one.
We started to take the side one out.
People who are most vulnerable to the virus, and it will protect many more in the weeks and months ahead. And finally, however hopeless this situation makes all of us feel at times, the fact is none of us are powerless in the face of this virus. We can't guarantee we won't get it.
Oh, it's getting wobbly.
No, it's still quite solid at the moment. It's not helping where it's leaning over though.
Please continue to do that. And
We'll have to get a different table if we play this again.
I can't do these two, otherwise it'll just fall down on you if I do this one.
Yep.
So we're not going to do them. I can't do them because that's at the
No, that's cheating.
yeah, because that's at the top.
And in everything you do, assume that the virus is there with you, that either you have it or any person you're in contact with has it, and act in a way that prevents
No.
it passing between you.
I wouldn't.
Stay home except for genuinely essential
I wouldn't.
except for essential
Oh.
other households in your
Ah.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
and please follow the facts.
Let me know in the comments. Are we allowed if she actually goes to move one?
Ourselves and our loved ones.
Has she got to commit to it? Is there a certain point where you can't go back?
But if you pulled it out,
Dangerous moment.
Because she basically had this one here, and she basically swung it right round, realised it was gonna, and then pushed it all the way back in again.
I'm not actually sure to be fair.
Let us know, guys. Let us know in the comments if there's a point at which you're committed to making that move.
The announcement of new restrictions.
Is this the same one?
No,
Is that?
it's not loose though. I don't think it helps, being on this table.
And for many, these
No, definitely not that one.
No.
they thought that their services
Freddie, what
would
about
continue,
those
and in many
football
cases had invested heavily
I
to
can't
make
get
their
these
premises
out.
safe and clothing. I'm pleased that the
We'll
First
look it
Minister
over in a minute and Daddy's gonna win.
But is there not a case for extra compensation for businesses who were told by this government
Nicely done.
Very nice.
spend money making all the
Very
Make it harder for
good.
Daddy, but
Very good.
I can't even get these two out.
Careful, Kato, because you're playing in it and Daddy's gonna. That's like, what was that do?
Into the public domain for scrutiny by members of parliament and also by the wider public, the state of the economy.
Oh, what?
and the areas of decisions we are making.
There's none loose.
I
Oh,
understand the call for businesses
That one
in
give.
different sectors for
Kato,
specific
now you have to be
evidence
very
about
careful.
in their sectors, and when we were at stage with community,
You can do a side with.
Didn't, boo.
with a laser
No, we're not playing Countdown.
when we have higher community transmission being fueled by this
No, she hasn't seen the one I was
variant,
Yeah, well done.
it is much more a case that what the evidence tells us is that overall, in general, we have to minimise all of the interactions between ourselves and each other. Now, lockdown, as was announced last week, has
Very good.
substantially done that.
Nice steady hand.
We have data that suggests that traffic
Very
volumes
good.
Tower Pisa.
It is. I think that's the problem. It's not going to be.
areas that there are some parts of the economy and some aspects of individual behaviour, but understandably, people are still coming together in a way that is against the faster transmitting.
No. I like the way you get excited, seeing as you're the one that knocked it down. I didn't touch it.
We are not
She's done it with a. If you run the video back, you'll see the table moved because she was moving it with her foot.
You didn't win.
Daddy won.
Was it the ghost or not?
Could have been. We'll call it a draw.
Yeah.
Alright, but what we're going to do, I'll tell you what we'll do. Next we'll have another game in a little while, right? But what we'll do first,
We'll find another.
we'll find a
thing.
different way of playing it, something that's more flat, maybe these. Something that's a lot flatter and sturdier, because this leans at an angle.
Like these.
Yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. So there you go, guys. That's one game done.
And I'm the perfect game next.
Yeah, we'll call it a draw this time, all right? But I'm sure if we run the clip back, when I actually edit this, I'll look at the clip and we'll decide, and we'll see if it was me or whether it was you. Yeah.
I
What is it? It's a referee's decision is final.
You're gonna be the referee, so you're gonna say.
No, I'm not the referee. You can't argue. You can't argue with camera footage,
Oh, no.
can you?
No.
but I didn't even slide my foot on the leg.
I don't know what it was. Something was moving the table. That's
I
what.
think it was the soul.
Yeah, it might have been. So that's that game. So I think
I know.
we've just got to zip out and
Get some medication.
go and get some more tablets because we realised we're running low again. So we're gonna do that. Oh, wow. What was that?
That's the second time
That's what happened.
No, that's the first time I've hurt myself, because earlier a Jenga block fell on my big toe,
That's what happened.
and then I hit myself with the broom, and then I knocked myself.
That's what happens when you run so fast to get the controller off of me because you don't want the crappy news on anymore.
I don't think you
I think
know.
she's got a point.
Anyway. Morning, guys. Oh, actually, no, sorry. It's
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Afternoon. That's the problem with this lockdown again. Obviously, I don't know what day it is, what time it is, what century we're in.
What month?
I don't even know if I'm living in the same house. I think I am. Actually, saying that, who are you?
Oh, thanks. Well, you wake up with me every morning.
Don't tell people that. They'll feel sorry for me. Actually, yeah. So if you do feel sorry for me, my PayPal address is... No, I was joking.
You should feel sorry for me.
It's probably more like it, yeah. Right, guys, we will see you in a little while.
Good afternoon, guys. So, as Lee said earlier, we are stuck behind a 4KA at the moment, trying to reverse up into a massive gap. Sorry about that. Yeah, as Lee said earlier, we are off to the doctors because I've run out of medication, or I'm nearly out of medication, and our doctor's isn't just down the road. It's about a half an hour drive, isn't it? It's about a half an hour drive. So we're going down to get that. This lockdown is really starting to get to me and to Lee and to the kids, but I think the kids are coping really well, aren't they?
They're doing better than I am.
You're not coping as well, are you?
I'm struggling quite badly actually with this.
It's just
I was doing alright, but I think it's the amount of time it's been dragging out now.
I think it's just the same stuff every day, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not one for going out a lot, don't get me wrong. But how far do you want to go, mate? Sorry.
Lee having a rant of the
Yeah, so it's
driver.
alright, I know how to beat that out. Right. I don't think I'm not a very outgoing person anyway. I don't tend to go out a lot anyway, but that's my own choice. I think the bit that's hard for me at the moment is some days I'm actually on the verge of going back to bed because I can't go out. I'm so bored that that's all I've got to do.
But you have got stuff that you can do to occupy yourself. Like
I have, but
PlayStation.
I don't like it. I don't like it because
You're being told.
it's not my decision.
Yeah.
This isn't. I don't want to. But there's days like earlier. I just wanted to get up earlier.
Go out.
You know, I wanted to grab me camera. You know, grab me bits and pieces. Go out. Just spend an hour out. You know, go down, having a wander around the cemetery or things like that.
Yeah.
You know, taking pictures. And I get now, and it's annoying me because I can't.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't got that option. It's been taken away from me. So God help anyone if I ever actually, for some reason, which I wouldn't like to see what, but if I ever ended up in prison, I would be an absolute bloody nightmare. And I tell you, I don't envy anyone, and I feel sorry for anyone that's been in prison, because it must be awful. This is doing me in, just obviously being on a bit of a lockdown. Having that 22 hours a day, no, couldn't do that.
Hopefully it'll all be over soon.
That's the problem, and I think that's the worst part as well, because there ain't even any
End date.
Yeah, there's no end to it, is there? They haven't so much said to you, right, okay, well, we've got to put up with this until March.
To be honest with you, it's not us though, it's the idiots that don't listen to the rules, isn't it?
I think it is some of it, obviously. But I honestly don't think that they're the main reason why we're in this state.
Oh, it's our
I think
government.
they underestimated it.
Yeah.
They thought it was going to be that first wave we had. If it had still been that first wave, I think we'd have cleared it, you know, we'd have been done.
Yeah.
They didn't, they underestimated when the second wave come and these new waves, these new variants of it. I think the government has underestimated it.
Yeah.
And that's where they've fallen short.
And all these U-turns as well, they're not helping, you know.
Yeah.
They're
There's
like,
nothing they can do about it. It is too dangerous. It's spreading so fast that they just can't get a handle on it.
Well, we are social animals, aren't we? Kind of like, not us in particular, but like humans in general are socialistic, isn't they?
We are, yeah.
They like to mix, they like to have parties, they like to get together for a coffee.
That's why I've always told myself I've never been human. Because I'm not a people person.
So
weird, because you think different the way I sound.
Yeah.
So you think, oh, he's outgoing.
Yeah.
And he has a laugh.
Lee is very outgoing, and he likes to have a laugh, but with his own circle, with people he trusts and with people he knows he can rely on, and a lot of people around us have found that out, haven't they? But yeah, I'm not used to this lockdown. I hate it, probably more than Lee, because I'm always out. I was always out, wasn't I? I'd always like go down the town or just go look around the shops, just as something to do. I hate being stuck indoors, you know. That's all I ever used to do when I was a kid. So yeah, I think we're both struggling a little bit now, and it's just like I get up in the morning, I see Madison off to school, and I go back to bed, because what's the point of getting up so early? Because you're just sitting there doing nothing all day long. You do the tidying up, you get the kids to help do their chores, and you pretty much, it's just the same thing, isn't it? Same rubbish, different day.
Yeah, one day is just now moulding into
the next. Like Lee said earlier, we forget what day it is, we forget what, you know, I'm even beginning to forget that we're in January. It's horrible. So the weather outside is not very nice. We're on the way to the doctor's. and we'll catch you in a little while.
Okay guys, so we are now at the doctor's. So obviously we're ready to get our medication. Obviously Louise is in the queue, obviously waiting. I don't know if you can see her. Just about to get run over by a car. No, not really. So yeah, weather's nasty. Obviously coming along, I'm surprised how many people are actually out on the roads. It didn't look like we was in a lockdown. There were so many cars. It's amazing. Didn't know how. Oh, I suppose I better get. Just noticed, I suppose, at some point I better get rid of me snowman and me. What is he? He's a snowman. Me Father Christmas, and right over there in the corner is me little elf. So I suppose they'll have to come off at some point. Don't know what to do with them. Might put them in somewhere. At the moment I'm still waiting. Obviously waiting for an appointment in March to tell me whether obviously what I need to do regarding but I forgot my diabetes, but I've forgotten and I haven't been filling in my diary. Oh dear, naughty boy. I just keep forgetting. It's hard to just write down everything every single time that you got to have something to eat. It don't matter what it is, whether it's a biscuit, whether it's a drink, everything you got to write down, and I can't be bothered with it. But I suppose I should really. So this is where we're up to at the moment. See if they've got Kenzie's medication in this time. We've been waiting about 5 weeks for his insulin. As you're probably aware now, he's obviously type 1 diabetic. He's insulin dependent. We have put in for new insulin for about the last 5 weeks now. And every single time we come to collect it, they tell us, oh, we can't find it, we haven't got it here. Did you put the prescription in? Yes, we did. When did you do it? Oh, we put it in on such and such a day. Oh, well, there's nothing here. Okay, we'll have to do it again. This has been going on for 5 weeks now. It's so we're hoping that it's going to be there this time. Otherwise I think Louise is going to have a few nasty words, and trust me, you don't want to be on the wrong side of that when she moans. So I'll let you know in a minute whether it's a yes or a no, whether we get some or not, and I'll let you know then. So
we've just left the doctor's, and what an absolute bloody palaver that was. I have been trying to get some pen injection insulin for Mackenzie for about 6 weeks now. 4 times I've put a request in, and 4 times they've given me the wrong insulin. And it's like, how hard is it to get a specific insulin cartridge? Now, he hasn't had it since 2017 because we had a stash of them indoors, but they was out of date, so we've had to get rid of them, and now we need more. We need to keep them in the fridge in case he needs a correction dose. In case we need to do a correction dose via his pen. So it's really, really frustrating when you've got to explain to 3 members of staff at the doctor's in the absolute tipping down of rain, as you can see earlier, that obviously we need that insulin. And I really don't know what else, how much more I can put up with this. It's getting to the point where I've had enough. It's not hard. It's a good job Mackenzie doesn't rely on it on a day-to-day basis, and he has different insulin for his pump. Otherwise we'd be well and truly screwed, I think, wouldn't we? You got quite annoyed with them, didn't you?
Oh, I always get annoyed with them. That's probably probably why I don't tend to deal with them as much.
They don't listen, do they?
No, it's not difficult. It's a pen that you put a cartridge in, you dial up on the end the amount of insulin that you want, whether it's 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, all the way up, and then you press the button. It's a bit like an EpiPen. You press the button and it has a needle on the end and it injects it into your skin. How hard can it be for someone to understand that? But in the doctors, it seems to be
You're talking Spanish or something?
yes, out of 12 of them, they still can't, between them, they haven't got a brain cell to rub together.
So yeah, as you can imagine, it's really frustrating. It's not like he's a newly diagnosed diabetic. He's coming up for 4 years diagnosed. On the 28th of this month, he will be 4 years diagnosed. So it's not a new thing, but because on the system he hasn't had it since 2017, oh, he doesn't need that anymore. But they know full well he has to have that as well as these other insulin as a backup, as an emergency.
Because if he goes too high, you have to use the pen correction theory, go back to the pen because it works faster. Injects it straight in.
Straight into the muscle.
So, but they don't, you're wasting your time because they don't seem to understand it, whatever way you explain it. But in fairness, we've been quite lucky with Kenzie because
he doesn't need it very often, does he?
Yeah, I won't say his bloods are stable because they're far from it, but they're stable. We've never had the occasion where we've had to actually use it, have we? Luckily.
We've used it a few times. We've had to use it a few times for.
It must be very, very, very.
I think I could probably count on one hand.
Far apart. Yeah, because I don't remember using it.
We had to do it on holiday once. We had to do it before. But yeah,
either way, even if it's something, not being funny, they're pharmacists. You know, you can't just walk in there to them and say, hiya, looking for a job. You got any jobs going? Oh yeah, you could be a pharmacist if you want. You can't do that. A pharmacist is a specially trained person that has years and years of college and uni to do pharmacy, to do medicine.
Yeah.
So how can they not know what a cartridge is for an insulin pen?
Yeah.
That's the bit that's why I get annoyed. Not the fact that they don't, you know, that another week's gone by that they haven't got it. What annoys me the most is they are qualified people, spent years in that job and in that trade. How can they not know what it is?
They seem to be worse since COVID here, didn't they?
Huh?
They've always been bad, but they seem to be worse since COVID here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but that's no excuse. No.
It's no excuse for whether it's bad, like worse since COVID hit or not. It's just getting to the point where I've literally had enough now. I asked him for a prescription. Doctor's not in. He's gone to do COVID jabs at Northgate. Oh, okay.
Oh, so what about his patients?
So I understand these jabs are important, but so is everyone else's health. Anyway, rant over. We're gonna go and get some food, and obviously we'll catch you in a little while, and then we're gonna go home after that because we're not supposed to be out unless it's for essential reasons.
Well, it is essential.
This is essential.
We don't break the rules.
No, we don't break the rules. That was essential.
I'm worse than you.
That was essential. We needed our medication.
Yeah. It's just while we're out, we're going to get something to eat. So we're going to stop you doing it.
Yeah, we're going to get some food and bits and pieces while we're out. So we'll see you in a little while. Hi guys, so we are on our way home now, and we went and got a bit of food that we needed. Look, this lockdown's doing to me. It's driving me insane. I can't even get my words out straight. We've had a bit of fresh air, which feels a bit better. You feel a bit better, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just heading home now. As you can see, the weather is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it's actually took a turn for the worse.
It's nasty. It really is nasty. So hopefully this rain clears off a bit, because We have got a family walk planned somewhere close to us, but we're not sure if we can do it yet, purely because I don't want to do it in the rain.
Which whoever wants to agree, otherwise I'm going to ram this car obviously in front off the road and blame it on the rain.
Lee's getting road rage. Yeah, so obviously this woodland walk we want to do is not ideal in the rain because of Lee's wheelchair.
It's muddy.
It gets too muddy, and there's another woodland near us that we want to check out, but again, all time weather like this we just can't do it, and we literally just, it's getting to the point where I'm just so fed up, I'm just bored of being bored. Have you ever heard the saying? Bored of being bored?
You get bored of being bored.
You know, it's alright for Lee, he's got like things he can do, but even he's getting bored of those, aren't you?
Yeah, weirdly enough, which I never thought I'd say.
You know, he never thought he'd get say bored of his PlayStation or bored of his computer, but he does. So we'll catch you when we get home, and hopefully the kids have kept the house tidy. Hi guys, jumping into the next day. Sorry we didn't finish the vlog yesterday. It was pretty hectic, we were pretty tired and we just wanted to chill out. So I've just got to pop out and get some... What have I got to go get?
We didn't even do a vlog yesterday.
Yes I did, I filled someone I was out.
You need to go out for
Ice cream,
and other food. Like
juice.
Ice cream, juice and some other bits and pieces like that. I totally forgot what I had to go out for. So yeah, I'm going to go do that, and then when I come back, obviously it'll be time to get the kids' tea done. Time's just slipping away today.
Set up the new table.
And Katie gets to set up the new table.
Because that's mine.
That turned up yesterday. So I'll catch you in a little while, guys.
Okay guys, so we have been indoors obviously for a little while now. Obviously we've sorted out kids' dinner. The kids had homemade hunter's chicken for dinner. Weirdly enough, it's something you don't see. We don't tend to film a lot of this, obviously, when we cook. Purely because a lot of the time we can't be bothered. So we are going to. So they had hunter's chicken and they had some rice with theirs. I am in the middle of, I've got myself some tikka chicken, which is in the pan here, which is in the pan there. Lovely bit of chicken tikka. With that I'm going to have, I've got the, here is a bit of a medley of, as I call it, mangy cow, which is wash talk to you, some leek and some curly cow. So that's with that. And then over here in the binding, we have some root vegetable mash. So yeah, so that's what I've got for dinner. Thank you, sir. Okay, well, that was lucky. I was just spent obviously a minute or two there talking to himself until Sienna looks at Dad, you're not recording, it's not on. Boo. So yeah, so there's my dinner. So I'll speak to you in a bit once it's all put on the plate and I'll show you the final outcome.
Good afternoon, guys. Sorry we haven't been putting any videos up. We just literally, because we're in lockdown, we've got nothing to film really. We're just popping out now because we need to get a few essentials. Because I've got a sweet in my mouth. We've got to get a few essentials for KDJ's birthday on Tuesday, and just a case of go out, pick it up, come back again. We was predicted snow last night, but as you can see, rain. No snow, just rain. But Lee seems to think that we may still get snow.
Yeah.
Looking at a weather radar that he looks at, so who knows whether we'll get snow or not. Have you got snow where you are? Because all we got is miserable, horrible rain. So we're just literally off to Smith's to do a click and collect, like I said, for KDJ's birthday, and get a bit of shopping, and then back to boring home again. We haven't been out for 3 days.
Yeah.
We haven't been out for about 3 days, have we? So it's just nice to get a bit of fresh air. This lockdown's starting to get to everybody, and I think it's now starting to get to KDJ, isn't it? She's bored. This is completely out of the ordinary for all of them, but I think KDJ's kind of taking it harder because
She's never had anything.
she's never had anything like this. She's only 6, bless her. Soon to be 7 on Tuesday. But yeah, she's missing her friends, bless her, and she can't wait to get back to school. And it's been tough. It's been tough on all of them. But yeah, so that's the plan. It's freezing down here. It's apparently 5 degrees.
It's been colder.
It has been colder, yeah.
That's
I think it's colder than 5 degrees, but that's what his van says.
That obviously starts pointing me in the direction of snow, because that's what normally happens. You normally get a spell that's really, really cold, like we did, like -1, -2.
And then it warms up.
And then all of a sudden, it warms up.
Yeah, it's renowned for hitting us like that though, isn't it?
Oh, it does, yeah.
Kind of like lulls you into a false sense of security. So yeah, I think like down here we have it quite often if it's going to snow, it lulls you into a false sense of security. It gets really, really cold, and then it warms up and it doesn't snow, and you think, oh, it's alright, snow, we're not going to get no more snow, and then bam, you're just dumped with loads of it. So who knows. So we've picked up our click and collect order from Smith's, and we're going to have one happy little girl on Tuesday, aren't we?
Yeah.
So thank you to Sienna and Madison, you're going to make her very happy. And it's quite amazing, she's actually been spoilt for her birthday, so is Kenzie, again. But to be fair, they are all spoilt for their birthday.
They're all spoiled, but none of them are brats.
Yeah, they're all spoilt, but none of them are brats.
They are so appreciated. It's unreal.
It might seem like they get a lot for their birthdays and Christmas. It's because a lot of the reason is because they don't have birthdays throughout the year like other children, like July, August, September. So they're kind of, it looks like they get a lot more. But they do get a lot spent on them for their birthdays, like Lee said, they are appreciative. They do appreciate everything they get.
Have you seen in our videos, or any videos that you've seen in the past of Christmases or birthdays in our house, you know, we actually get tears,
Yeah.
you know, because they don't ask for a lot, you know,
But we get them.
but we get them what they ask for, but we add a little bit on top. So they're more than happy with that. They're happy just to get the one item that they ask for.
Yeah.
And we make a point of, if they've asked for something, they know that Christmas is normally the time where we will allow them to get something more expensive than they would normally get. So they know that's the time where if they need a phone, we don't just go out and buy phones for them
Whenever they want
whenever the new one comes out. You know,
Not
we
a
will
chance.
only buy them if they need one.
Yeah. And they have to wait till their birthdays and Christmas, don't they?
That's right, yeah, that's the only time we do it. We ain't like some of these other families where, oh, the iPhone 12's just come out, okay, well there's nothing wrong with the other 15 phones that my daughter's got, but I'll go out and buy a new one anyway. But we're not like that.
And we don't tend to buy them chocolate at Easter, do we?
No.
We tend to kind of buy them gifts, kind of more than anything, don't we? Rather buy them gifts at Easter.
And they're getting a bit older now, so of course the presents, it's going to start slowing down a little bit more because they're getting older.
And the presents get more expensive.
Exactly. The older they are, the more expensive the presents get.
Yeah.
So, but like we said, they also know, you know, the Christmas just gone. We did turn around and say to us, didn't we, that we wasn't
Yeah.
buying them a lot for Christmas
Yeah.
because of the holiday that we got planned in April, which may not still be going ahead.
It probably won't.
So we made a deal with them because it was a once in a lifetime holiday that we paid for. We said you may not get a lot of stuff for Christmas, but of course we lied as usual because we still, the worst thing ever, guys, and I will tell you from deep from the heart, the worst thing you can ever do is start buying stuff early in the year.
Yeah.
Fatal, because you think to yourself, I'll just buy this bit. Oh, that's.
Sorry about that, guys. Obviously, Sienna tried calling me.
So yeah, as we were saying, never turn around and decide to buy presents earlier in the year to make it a bit easier. It's a good idea in theory, but we did that this year, and we ended up, by the time it comes to Christmas and it comes to
Get it all out and wrap it.
yeah, wrapping it up, it's like,
Didn't realise we had so
oh my
much.
god, how much have we actually bought? Because we just picked up bits here and there, stored them away, and then when you get to it, to wrap them up, it's like, oh my god. So sometimes if you've got a bit of a budget, bit of a bit less money to spend, don't go out and think I'll get it early because I can afford it, because it'll be the worst mistake you've ever made. You'll end up spending more than if you just go out one day and say, this is what I've got to spend and I'll go and spend it now. Just a little tip.
Yeah, so I did that this year, I did it last year, and when like you said, when we got all the presents out to wrap them, it's like, we've got so much. How the hell did we end up with this much? Because I kept saying to you, didn't I? Oh, I need to get Kenzie this, I need to get Kenzie that. Kenzie ain't got a lot, but it actually turned out that Kenzie had more than anybody.
I actually turned around and said to you, didn't I? Okay, I said, why are you getting more? You've got more than enough. Why are you getting him something else? And
Yeah.
you're like, well, because he hasn't got a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, babe, I've seen what's been coming in the house.
Yeah.
He's got loads.
He did, he had loads. But it is hard, but it's a very easy kind of mistake to make. You start early, think, oh, that's on offer, I'll get that.
Yeah.
And then, and especially with Katie at the moment, because she's right into the LOLs and stuff. And
Things ain't cheap.
and they're not cheap. Yeah, I paid full price for some of them dolls, and like now they've gone down to half price. It's like, really? But that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. But yeah, don't think for 1 minute we are trying to be like try and rub anyone's nose in it or anything, that our kids get lots of presents. We're not. That is not our intention. This is the way we've always done it, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It is this.
The opposite, we've actually tried to cut it down.
We've tried to cut it down, but it just never works because we start early and that's it. It gets out of control. But yeah, so we're not trying to obviously make anyone feel bad or anything like that. We are trying to cut back, but presents are getting more expensive, and they're getting older, and it's getting harder to buy for them. We just kind of like makeup for Sienna. Madison's really hard to buy for, but again, she ended up with quite a bit, didn't she? So yeah, we're just going to pop to Asda, get a bit of shopping, and then we are going home.